If someone gave you $1,000 a week to never eat meat again, ever, what would you do? Spend $900 per week at the local Nepali restaurant? Well, I'd go from being a broke vegetarian to a middle-class vegetarian. $1,000 a week will give me a lot more security than delicious meat will give me comfort. I'll take the money every time. Stop eating meat. A free $52,000 a year is too good to pass up. Fuck yeah. I'll be spending that money on Indian food. I love meat, but not more than I would love $1,000 a week. Truffle habit, here we come. As a homeless person, what is the most important thing you can tell someone who finds themselves homeless for the first time? Stay away from homeless communities like tent cities if you don't want to stay homeless. Brush your teeth and don't be too afraid to engage with people. Join the library. They have many free resources and cheap alternatives. For example, I get copies made there instead of Kinko's when I print my resume. If you're homeless without a vehicle or public transportation of some kind, as in, you're always on your feet, invest in socks. Take care of your feet. Do what you can to keep them dry and blister-free. Find a way to maintain dental hygiene. I'm so tired of not being able to chew food, being in constant pain, and having additional medical issues due to oral infections. Not to mention, once they begin rotting, your appearance will hinder you from being employable. If you're homeless but have a job, get a gym membership, preferably somewhere open 24 hours, so you can shower. Rent a P.O. box if you can to get some mail to help maintain an identity. If you need to replace an ID or paperwork, you need an address. Been homeless recently. 1. Gym membership. Hygiene and cold nights. 2. Department Human Services. Find food pantries. 3. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. Don't be proud to ask for help. 4. YouTube tarp tents. Save money. 5. Stay away from shelters if possible. Crazy PPL. 6. McDonald's has free Wi-Fi. 7. Focus on your health. Try to eat as healthy as possible and stay clean. It's super easy to get sick or catch something on the street. 8. Stay motivated. I wish you the best of luck. You can have $100,000, but you can never get drunk or high again. Are you interested? Why or why not? The fuck am I going to do with $100K then? Can I not take any medication that gets me high? Like if I'm in horrible pain and need morphine to cope, it's off the table? Then nah. I don't think any money would be worth a life of potential suffering and misery. Wait, like I physically can't get drunk? Or I'm not allowed to drink? If the former, hell yay. Then go around making bets and drinking people under the table, till someone stabs me or something. Otherwise, meh. I'll take the money, change nothing and be $100K richer. Nah, $100K isn't enough to live on indefinitely. It would have to be fuck you money. Wow, this really makes me reflect on my alcoholism. $100K? Probably not. LMAO. What name brand item will you always buy? There is no alternative to Cheez-Its. All off-brands are noticeably inferior. Not an everyday thing. But plumbing fixtures. Name brand. Kohler, Delta, Moen, Pfister, and others almost always have lifetime warranties and easy-to-find parts. They also comply to US and Canadian standards. If you live here, so they won't leach lead or other dangerous metals into your water. Even better to buy them from a supply house and not Lowe's, Home Depot. The supply house ones are built better than big box ones. Even if they're the same brand. Never buy a no-name brand fixture off Amazon. Good luck if it ever breaks. And if it's something like a shower valve, you'll be breaking tile and opening up your wall. Look up StarCraft plumbing reviews before buying a plumbing fixture you've never heard of before. Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. There's not a replacement. Dawn dish soap. Everything else is trash. Viva signature cloth paper towels. Q-tips. All imitators are just sticks with a tiny bit of fluff. Better than bouillon. If zombies took over the world, where would you go to be safe? Less than insert comic panel of house surrounded by treadmills here greater than. If zombies took over the world, then who am I kidding? They'd get me in the first wave. I'm using this thread for intel on how to hunt the rest of you down once I've become part of the great undead. Nowhere, you are strongly overestimating my will to live. The living room. Costco. Lots of food and supplies. Plus the zombies won't be allowed in unless they show their Costco cards. Since they eat brains, my former workplace would probably act as a cloaking device. People who are 25Y and above, what's the harshest life lesson you've learned? No one is going to save you. You have to save yourself. If your employer is doing something illegal or unethical and you decide to confront them about it, for fuck's sake, do it in a way that all communication will leave a paper trail. Shit can go south in a literal heartbeat. Your friends from high school or college will disappear if you don't make the effort to stay in touch. You can do everything right and still fail. Your health can evaporate quickly. What's the most boring sport you can think of? I watched competitive Excel on ESPNU last night. They tried to make it interesting, but Excel is not a spectator sport. I still watched the full hour and would watch it again. Walking sport. You try and walk and try to be first. World Origami Championships. So niche it's only on pay-per-view. I watched pretty much all the events in the Tokyo Summer Olympics. By far. Surfing * was the most boring. It's 90% just them paddling waiting for a wave. And then when one finally comes they jump up and whip the nose of the board around for a couple seconds. That's it. That's the sport. Olympic slow pistol. Or air rifle shooting. Even the athletes look like they're struggling to stay awake. Fishing. Now he's casting again. Ron. But this time he's using his yellow lure with the feathery thing on the end of it. If you were given $1 million but told you could only buy one thing, what would it be? A house, of course. $1 million cashier's check. Payable to me. I'd buy $1 million worth of gold. Easy. A green dress. A stable business. Probably manufacturing and generally most stable. Subscribe, my brothers.